Hello guys! Welcome back to my channel. I am Mace from Mace Bits and Pieces. I usually vlog about minimal impact living, med life, sustainable travels, and etc. So, how are you guys? Are you here because you are reviewing for anatomy? So, ngayon, I will share about how I studied anatomy for nursing in med school, and most especially the physician's licensure exam. So, ang tagal ko na rin hindi nakapag-vlog about that. So, ito na. First and foremost, just a quick backstory and just to orient you what kind of anatomy student I am. During nursing and med, hindi kasi ako magaling mag-memorize talaga and I just do memorize things kapag palagi nagagawa, lagi ko na-encounter. So, relate ba kayo doon? Hindi talaga ako kasi the type of memorization person. And I believe memorization lang is one of the lowest forms of learning. Dapat marunong ka mag-integrate. Pero anyway, yun lang yun. Ang tagal ko na rin gustong gawin to, pero na-busy ako, no? Well, anyway, nung nursing ako, I would almost consistently ace our exams and practice anatomy. So, we just had a manual back then, and we have a manual na combined na yung structural and micro. So, ayun, we have movie exams and drawings then. So, nung time na yun, we don't have cadaver dissections, pero we have tangible models for the system. Unlike yung mga PT, hands-on sila sa mga cadaver. So, that was that time. But in med school, it became a lot harder. Of course, it became deeper, no? The gross and the micro has separate units, so they have different schedules then. Plus, we have the laboratory time for the cadavers dissection. And towards the end, may anatomy din. So, ayun, I would really participate kapag may mga dissection. So, I think yun din ang dapat yung gawin, lalo na kung first year pa kayo. Kung di nyo nagawa yun, ayun. Anyway, ang sistema kasi doon, minsan yung ibang groupmates mo nag-aaral sa ibang subject. So, yung dissections nyo actually kasi may grades yon. So, sila nakapag-aral na, ikaw hindi. Tapos, nagdadissect ka pa, pero grades yung lahat yun. Yun guys, mahalaga din yung active learning na ikaw mismo yung nakakapag-identify ng mga parts, no? And, ayun. So, honest to goodness lang, yung iba din, they just can't tolerate formalin or the idea of having a dead body in front of them. Ayun na. So, nga pala yung anatomy first year yan. And I admit na Waterloo ko na ito. Unless super basic questions that I encountered during the clinicals, admission conferences, kasi di ko talaga maalala yung karamihan, especially yung oina, plexuses. Pero yung mga innervations, pathway ng blood vessels, pwede naman. So, ayun, hard memorization talaga siya. And because of that, my internship, I really made it to a point na mag-rehabilitation medicine. So, I can refresh and relate to the clinicals. And I had my rehab med exposure sa veterans. Thank you so much po sa DRM. Siyempre, kasama na rin ang Department of Surgery at saka Ortho. Siyempre, doon natin makikita yung most of anatomical structures, no? Yun, pwede rin yung gawin yan kapag rehab naman, elective, and then yung surgery naman usually, andyan talaga yan as major rotations. So, fast forward tayo na med boards review. That time, it's still my Waterloo. And medyo matagal na rin kasi yung DRM and we were caught in the middle of pandemics. For this, I dedicated more time, no? Especially on the last week, kasi pure memorization siya. Kasi after rehab med, dyan na lang kami ulit nagkita ni Ana ng med boards review na. So, July yon. July nang start yung review namin. Tapos, na-move pa yung exam namin November, which is supposed to be September. So, chinaga ko talaga sabayan si Doc Bar sa faces niya kahit na-anxious na ako sa ibang subjects. Sobrang gold kasi ng lectures niya, must knows yung face X niya ng top-notch. So, I recommend top-notch review center. Very high yield and important. Kahit hindi man sa board exam, syempre para doon sa knowledge mo mismo, no? I took time sa pag-trace ng blood vessels, arteries, veins, lymphatics with nerves, Sabi ko, alam ko, makakalimutan ko din to, pero basta gagawin ko to ngayon. No? I mean, may times din na hindi ko na talaga nauulit yung material, pero tumatatak kasi yan. Since limited yung time, yung suggestion ko for everyone, hindi lang din pang anatomy, no? Sinimplify ko talaga yung mga bagay-bagay through tables and drawings. And I really dedicated a time para mabasa ko yung BRS gross, kahit yung Q&As lang and ratio sa extremities part. Yon, kasi yun talagang kailangan knowledge piece siya. Technique sa mga extremities, dapat lang alam mo yung muscle groups, tapos alam mo yung commonalities nila, yung differences, kung ano yung mga special cases, kung baga ano yung peculiar on that part. Yun kasi para ma-simplify mo sila. And then gawa ka ng sarili mo mnemonics para relevant sa'yo. So, ito yung mga ibang dinagdag kong book. Kung mapapansin nyo, syempre, andyan yung reviewer ng Top Notch, yung BRS Gross again, and then yung Clinical Anatomy Made Simple. So, itong Clinical Anatomy Made Simple, this was actually given pamana yan ni Doc Reese Fernandez ng RMCOB kasi ka-ano ko siya, ka-dorm ko siya nung second year ako. And ayan, nagamit ko siya in fairness nagamit ko naman. And then, what else can I say? So, hindi ko naman nabasa lahat ng laman ng Snell, pero may part ako nabasa doon. Yung netter, gamit din sa akin yan. Sinusulatan ko talaga. Karamihan ng inaral ko, hand-me-down notes or trances from our seniors at mga ka-batchmates. Sa batchmates, don't treat your batchmate as your competition. So, mas maganda magtulungan kayo that you're all coming out alive in med school. And ang sabi nila, ang maganda sa anatomy, hindi naman nagbabago yan. Hindi ka naman madadagdagan ng puso or ng extra laman loob, no? So, classic na siya. Kung magbago man, ay, kakaiba yan. Okay, para sa muscular system ng thorax area, so we have our muscles of expiration. We have the external intercostals and the internal intercostals and the innermost intercostals and transverse thoracis. Pag homolog siya ng abdominal area, so you also have your external oblique, internal oblique, and transverse abdominis. Basta pag transverse, ganyan siya. Transverse. Pag external, external. Pa-V. So, external, internal, kasi pag ganun siya dito, ayan siya, intercostals. And then, kapag ka-innermost intercostals, pag ganyan naman siya, medyo lateral siya ng ribs. And then, pag transverse thoracis, pag ganun. So, external, internal, innermost, transverse. Alright guys, so I've been asked how am I right now. So, it's already Sunday of our second week. We're supposed to study pharma, IM, and anatomy. So, these are actually big subjects for me. This is how I study anatomy. I have the main handouts here. I haven't actually binded it yet so that I can compare the pages, but it's just a bit messy. And if you can see on my right side is my netter, and there I also have my gross anatomy BRS there for the sample questions, and then the left side are the other papers. Actually, this every time I study anatomy, it's actually messy for me. When you study anatomy, you just have to take note of the must-know parts and the ones that have clinical correlation. So that means you really have to study with the guidance of your reviewer. We have Doc Vibar and Doc Messina. So I really have to grind this subject. So anatomy is covering your gross and your micro. So you have the histology there. And it's really
a big subject for me. Yeah. Aside from knowing the number summaries, with the number summaries, you have to take note of different numbers like levels or the weights because that was asked in the previous board exam, but I think it's just a bonus point. The MPL is one, like it's really hard for someone to remember that. So this is my place right now. There, as you can see, I have the anatomy area there. And that one is for the surgery. The one for physiology is missing. I think it was dropped on the floor. So yeah, there you go. This is my anatomy time. Woo! These pages are actually highlighted during my med school. So I just go back to them right now, and it's really helpful that you take note of it. You take notes and you put your corresponding uh like clinical correlation so that you can easily go back to this page when you need to recall, and it saves so much time. Yes. On this part, I actually have this index card. I actually made this during my med school years, as that was first year. First year. So I was able to create these things, and I just realized that I was so masipag. And I have to bring that up now. Anyway, that's all for now, guys. Ayun guys, paano mag-aral ng anatomy? In anatomy, you really have to draw because it's more of visualization and representation of images. So yan, draw mo sa katawan mo, and then you compare it to your atlas, and then ayan, importante talaga na active learning tayo dito. So yan, dumi-dumihan lang natin yung sarili natin. After all, it's not dumi kung makakapasa ka, di ba? Anyway, bottom line natin dito, hindi naman natin na-memorize lahat. Di rin natin maalala lahat. Ako, hindi din. Ang important, maitawid kung ano man yung exam na yan, maalala, trust the process, hold the knowledge for that moment, at yung mga must-knows, dalhin, no? Mukha siyang overwhelming, pero relax lang muna kayo. After this, mas maganda, mag-meditate ka muna, deep breathe, inhale and exhale, and then repeat that, then relax your mind. Hopefully guys, nakatulong itong sharing ko sa inyo. See you on the other side. At sabi nga ni Doc Vivar, sa end ng shiftings namin sa anatomy, in due time, we shall reap if we don't lose our hearts. Alright guys, goodbye. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here with me, for watching my vlog. And I hope kung bago ka man, please do like and subscribe my channel. Ang gusto ko naman i-post yung mga something na would also help other people by sharing my experience. Anyway guys, see you muna for now. Bye! Till next vlog!